Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another, a new series on Accureye 101. This one we are talking about, all about MOBAs. I'm going to give you the tips, the tricks. Consider this kind of an all-in-one guide to help you new players become a better MOBA player. So yeah, that's exactly what this this whole series is going to be about. And today I'm going to be giving you basics for the basics for playing a warrior class. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, we are going to be talking all about the basics of being a warrior class in in MOBAs. So yeah. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So as I said before, this will be basically an all-one circumference guide. Today I'm going to just be giving you some ideas for the warrior and how to build, well, I would say not really how to build a warrior, but at least to some degree how to be more, I would say professional, well, I don't know how to say it,
Grand Slam.
I guess to some degree how to be more, more, you know, better at warrior. You know, warriors in general, of course, are all about, warriors in general are all about, you know, being solo lane to tank lane. Warriors are adaptable as a solo or a tank. It all depends on what type of warrior you're going to play. In this case, I will be going over every character in the game currently and telling you their strengths and weaknesses and how to play them. So with that being said, I will say that much about it, is that, you know, I will be talking to you and telling you all the, you know, all the basics. And as I've said before, this is just my basics for a warrior class, you know, meaning that I'm just going to give you the basics and the gist of, warrior. I'm not going to tell you about the hunt, you know, how to build your warrior, how you should build every character, or at least what I think you should do for every character. You know, this is more just the gist of things. This is more just a way for me to, you know, make it easier for you to understand. And hopefully by playing this game and you seeing how I play, you'll get a basic idea of how warriors should act, at least in some degree, or in some cases. You know,
Don't mention it.
yeah. So like I said, warriors, they can either be a solo lane or they'll be a tank. AKA supportive. As you can see with Hercules, obviously, if you haven't already noticed, I'm trying to be more of a tank. So in other words, I'm really trying to just lure in people to of course, as you will, yeah, gain an actual, advantage for my team to just kind of fall in line with me. And that's the thing about warriors, is they're either a tank class like Hercules is in some degree, or they're good for just flat out soloing. Now, Hercules, I believe, is great for flat out solo to tank. But we're not here to talk about Hercules.
Right back.
I'm going to
Out of mana.
give you the basic gist of the idea for the warrior class in Smite. Now, this is not Circumfist League of Legends or Dota 2, but it should be noted that this does at least to some degree give Smite a chance to show you some tips and tricks. So, with that being said, I mean, expect us to just give you a basic idea of what warriors can do. And as you can see, warriors are proficient as, of course, solos, but they're also proficient as, of course, a tank. In this case, I'm playing Hercules as more of a tank slash solo, so he's kind of a hybrid. But don't worry, I will give you my build. I will tell you my tips. I will show you kind of the basic gist of how I build Hercules eventually. But today we're not going into detail talking about Hercules. I'm just giving you and showing you the general idea of how warriors should act in some degree. Most warriors, like I said, they're either solo or they're kind of in the tank role. They're not really meant to be flat out DPSers. They're not going to get the most kills. As is, they're not going to get the most kills. As is with most tanks, you'll see here that in my case, since I'm playing more as a tank warrior, I'm really meant to just lure the damage to me. Once the damage goes on to me, I try to lure the team to be in the position I want them to be. So So with that being said, I will just say that technically what I'm doing is just a way to, distract and lure enemies over. Because as I said before, my main job is to be the solo. A warrior's job is to be a solo or to be a tank. If your character demands you to be a tank, then while damage is definitely necessary, it's not it's not, if you will, needed for the reason of kills. It's more for the factor of, just luring someone in. And in many ways, you're going to get the last hit out of anybody in your team. I mean, as you can see here, I've been trying to lure the team over, lure people into my my corner, if you will, and yeah,
That was amazing.
and yeah, and what that means is that, we are able to, if you will, connect, as I've said, connect. As I said, with a tank warrior, you're going to get the last hit. Your main job is to try and make people run away or lure people over to your team. That way your team can help you get the last hit. Most warriors, unless you're a solo warrior, your main job is to get the last hit. If you're a tank warrior, your main job is to get the last hit. If you're a solo warrior, you're meant to handle things on your own. So yeah, and I haven't played I've not played Hercules enough to learn if he's a solo warrior or a tank warrior. So, you know, obviously I was playing more as a tank. But, yeah. Anyway. You know, as it is, like I said, you know. That's the main ordeal and the main job as being a, you know. As being a warrior. In general. So, you know. And that's why you'll see here how it's been kind of a point of me just, you know. Of me just, you know, showing you the, the way I handle, you know, handle being a warrior, handle this, you know, in general. So yeah, you know, as I said, this is kind of how I handle being a warrior, because like I said, I've not figured out yet if Hercules is a solo warrior or if he's a, you know, a tank warrior. I mean, as you saw there, I had multiple people, so you could say potentially that Hercules is kind of a solo-based warrior, but you know, yeah, you know, that's the idea of being a warrior, everyone. Is, you know,
It is me, Lucky.
if you, you know, it's to, of course, you know, determine your position with your abilities to make your build. Now, I'll teach you all about the builds and stuff, for Hercules and how I build Hercules. But yeah, this is my basic idea of, being a warrior, everyone. You know, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. You know, I know that it is a bit of a, just, you know, me showing you how to, give you an idea and tips for a warrior. I'm not proficient with Hercules. I don't play warriors that often. But you know. But hopefully, in the showcase of MOBAs, this has given you an idea of what's going on. Hang on. So anyway, continuing on, you know, I will just say that warriors are fun. They can be a very interesting class to learn. They're an easy class, especially if you're just starting out. If you're just starting up on MOBA, this could be a good class for you to start by learning, because obviously MOBAs are kind of the way to go. Well, I wouldn't say they're the way to go, but in MOBA, if you're really interested in playing as a warrior or whatever, or you just want to learn something, the warrior class is probably one of the easiest classes to learn. It's in my opinion, this is the second easiest class to learn, because not only do warriors do the most damage, but they also have the most health in general. They have the best defense. They are overall the most balanced class out of all of the classes you'll find. There aren't too many classes where you'll find it to be like almost as good or as equal as the warrior class, because yeah, the warrior class just is amazing at rocking, you know, the situation in many ways, if you will. So yeah, you know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, I hope you did. You know, I've enjoyed trying to make this video, and I was trying to find a way to explain MOBAs to people. Obviously, you know, MOBAs are not an easy thing to explain. It's not easy to teach people how to play a MOBA. So I hope you appreciate what I've been trying to do, and I hope this is giving you at least an idea to showcase the skill and, you know, the abilities potentially needed to of course give you the overall idea of things. This was kind of a new series, as it was. You'll probably have noticed. You may have not noticed that I've taken a lot of time to try and figure out how can I explain these things. How can I make it interesting? Because obviously MOBAs are hard to teach. For anyone who doesn't know, MOBAs are very hard to teach. It's not like something where you can, where you can kind of go in and say, oh, okay, we're going to teach you how to build, this character. We're going to teach you all about this. MOBAs I found to be a very, very big challenge in the road of how am I going to teach you how to be a warrior? And I've taken a lot of time to try and think about this, everyone. I've considered my options. I've laid in, the stuff, the potential, and the draw of trying to teach you, I'm just trying to teach you a MOBA in general, because it's not like it's something that's just easy to do. And I hope that you've seen that this can give you a little bit of an idea of how, of the work I put into trying to, give you the best and most interesting content. This is a brand new series to me, but hopefully you also have seen that this is giving you an idea and a good chance to maybe see how to build a warrior class and how to react as a warrior. Because while warriors are kind of the be-all, end-all in some cases for some people, building a perfect warrior, building someone that is good for everyone to work with, is not easy. It was very difficult for me to, think of the words, think of what I wanted to say for you all to make an enjoyable content video. And that's the thing, is that, at the end of the day, I wanted to make this as enjoyable as possible. I wanted to make this something where you could say, oh, okay, Accureye is doing this. If I kind of at least looked at the guide, and take my guides with a grain of salt, everyone. My guides are never meant to be the be-all, end-all for anyone playing a MOBA ever. It's my guides were built as a way for me to teach you, my thoughts, my ideas, teach you, some tips and maybe some tricks that you didn't know, help you understand that how to be and fill your role. And while I will talk about separate roles eventually, this is just my general layout and my general tips for of course, being a warrior in Smite. And I hope that this has, in some way, helped you become a better warrior yourself, whether you're playing Smite, whether you're playing Dota, whether you're playing League of Legends. In fact, in some cases, much of the information you will get from me on Smite or from Smite is the same. It's about the same info and about the same amount of knowledge you could press into your game style and your play style with something like Dota, something like League of Legends, because it's not that different. I mean, sometimes the controls are a little different. Sometimes you have to make, you know, time and understanding that, okay, this is a little different than Smite, but it's not that different from Smite, you know? And that's exactly what I wanted to show you, is that, you know, a lot of the information you get from me on League of Legends can be applied to, or not League of Legends, on Smite, can be applied to something like League of Legends, can be applied to something like Dota, because it's not that different. And that a lot of the core base, a lot of the core, you know, aspects that you see me utilizing in Smite is the same. But hopefully this is giving you an idea of the game. Thank you everybody for joining me on this video. It's been an enjoyable one. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video is going to drop next. But thank you everybody for joining me today. And yeah, until the next one, but thank you everyone for joining me today. Join me live on Twitch if you want to see me while I'm doing shenanigans live competitively or whatnot at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But thank you everyone for joining me, and until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.